On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Houston Texans. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Throwing to start the drive. Leach. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. So a good grab there. And here's a guy, he had to learn the offense quick. Just picked up as a free agent earlier this week.
And usually there's a connection, isn't there? A past coach, someone from the front office who knew him from before and thought that he could help this team.
A man who was both a prep and collegiate star here in the Lone Star State, Devon Achane. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Leach. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
70 Lions.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Take a look at the defense for these Texans. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Off the play fake. Leach. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Texans nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else.
Here we go. Buggy.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The Texans now at 2-5 to start play. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
18. What's up?
Here's Stroud. That one complete. It's Tank Dell. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Stroud looking to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be second down.
Second and 3.
Look the hot. Here we go.
Stroud will look to throw once more. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there, and now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Well, boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
Nike Texas. All right.
Now Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Christian Kirk, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Over first and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things going in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
They'll come up second and 6 now from the 24. Looking to throw. Leach. He puts it to Johnston. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Now Achane on first and 10. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. You look at the defense for these Texans. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
They absolutely have to avoid the penalties, have to walk that line between being aggressive and the ones that get you in trouble. The illegal contact, pass interference calls, they've got to make sure that they don't have those.
Right back to Achane on second down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Ball looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Oh, some strong running. And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Intercepted. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they'll go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
And Stroud now to throw. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage, and it was nearly intercepted. Here's second and 10.
19 Texas. Here we go. 118. Robin. Route to the right. Route to the right.
Stroud. Caught left side. Here's Dell. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, ready. 118. What's that? 19 Texas.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Now he'll tuck this and run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's some good running from Stroud, and he gets them the first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm. But he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Here we go. 19 Texas. 118. What's that?
Throwing now is Stroud. To Mixon on the check down. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That good for 19 and a first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Play action. Here's Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans have taken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
13. Dolphins 7. Cade York.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
A run straight ahead with Achane. He's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. A gain of 16 yards.
Back to throw. Leach. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. On fourth down, Matt Araiza is sent on to punt. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over first and 10. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
Stroud to throw it. They'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Two yards to go, second down.
Hey, Sal. Here we go.
Stroud sets up the play action. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
18. Let's go.
On third down, Red. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down.
18. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. The 20. Down the sideline he goes. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Nico Collins, 40 yards. And the Texans take a chance, but they find pay dirt on fourth and goal. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Texans force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. A gain of 3, second down.
2nd and 7.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it's second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
2nd down and 8.
Here we go, let's go. 118.
Mixing up the middle. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Here we go. 118. Let's go.
Back to throw. Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 8.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Stroud. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
That'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 5.
Stroud looking to change the play.
At the 37-yard line.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll run on first down. Webb. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey! 18. What's up?
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. Heck of a move and then brought down near the 23. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now they'll change things up.
Swap.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Could be some contact going on.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Oh, ready? Hey, South. 18. Robin.
Back to throw. Stroud. And he's got it. Touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Texans go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Off play action. Leach. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play?
He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Running right, here's Achane. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act in the third quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run, Achane. And it's a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz,
and how about the big boy, the D tackle there, feasting on the O-line, getting his squad 2 points.
The glory guys are the defensive ends and the outside linebackers. They create the pressure from the edge, but those big fellas inside that can collapse a pocket, sometimes they get rewarded too.
Extra round at the post-game buffet. And this will be taken at the 13.
Mitchell. It's a gain of 18. That's good for the Dolphins.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini-losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
A give, running right, Achane. Down the right sideline. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Dolphins 16.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Swap. Love a swap.
On first down, Red. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard.
18.
Looking to throw. Stroud. That's complete. It's Collins. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Here we go. Let's go.
Play action. Stroud now. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
19 taxi.
Throwing again on second and 10. Stroud dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Pass throw right back to Joe Mixon. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
18.
They run the option here on first and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Boy, the pursuit there, terrific from the linebacking core.
Oh, it certainly was, because so many times on an option play, you'll see a linebacker make a beeline for the quarterback and then zip, one cut, and he's grasping it in. But this time, he locked in on him the whole way, took an excellent angle, and his grasp came up with the quarterback.
So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that'll bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Stroud keeps it. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. 1 yard is the gain. And the Texans are going to have a first and goal. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
All right. 18.
He ran it last time. Now Stroud will throw it. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it'll bring up a second and goal. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Here we go. Ready? Close.
From the gun to give to Mixon. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Stroud wants to change it up with an audible. This is caught. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
I don't care what the analytics say. Look at where they are on the field. To me, that just screams go for it here. I don't even think about putting a kicker out there. What say you?
I support whatever they do. Let's find out.
Look at you, man of the people.
Now they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal.
Swap. Another swap.
Stroud looks to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Achane to start the drive. Escapes the defender. And he's got some space here. Now he's loose up the left sideline. On his horse. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they'll indeed take a knee. A couple more minutes and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different, but ultimately time runs out of the comeback, so it falls short, and they hold on to win this by just 1 possession.
Not the 4th quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that.
I've been dealing, billing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. Got us beside us, still ride with a in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you're trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the high up. These they come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes.